And today is Saturday, September 9th, and we're Team Extreme. So I wanted to share, Ashley Mahaffey had put, she did this 4-day MLM challenge, and she shared one of the videos, the very first video from the series from Fraser Brooks. Did anybody see that?
No. I started watching it, paused it, and never got back to it.
Okay, so I had saved it whenever she posted, and I finally went back and looked at it. And so I thought it was pretty cool because he says right at the very beginning, like, what I can teach you will pertain to any MLM. And I was like, we're pretty specific. I don't know. Like, just because we focus so much on, like, it's very personal because we're talking about health and people's past. And anyway, as he went through the first video in the series, I was kind of blown away. Like, he just said some specific things that stuck out to me. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And one of the first things he said to do was take a piece of paper like this. And you probably should use a bigger size, but for today, I'm just going to show you what he told us to do. So first, you separate the paper into 3 parts. And then in the center, you're going to make that into 3 different parts. And then the bottom you divide in half, and I'll show it to you again. So the top is all one piece, and then there are 3 boxes, and then there are 2 boxes in the bottom. And in the very top box, you write your why. You write why, not your why. Why. And for WHY, he said, look about, we in our business, we talk about our why, like it's because I wanted to, lose weight, or I was borderline diabetic, or whatever's going on, whatever our why is. But he said, look at it as what hurts you, and tie in your own emotion when you feel frustrated or mad or jealous. Those are your drivers. Like, when you dial into your own emotion, those are the things that become your why. Like, your friend is a stay-at-home mom, and you are jealous of that. How could I be a stay-at-home mom too? Or he gave examples of feeling like getting stuck in that 5 o'clock traffic because you had to work all day, feeling that frustration and thinking, oh, I don't want to sit in traffic anymore. I don't want to have to drive to work every day. Or feeling angry, and he gave some more examples of that. So looking at it as what hurts you and tapping into that emotion. And then he said, in the next 3 boxes, you're going to write down 1 year, like short-term goals, 3-year midterm goals, and 5-year long-term goals. And he said in the first, so this is what it looks like so far. And you would list your own what hurts you. In the first year, he said you should be able to get down 12 personal development books. And he had it broken down, like, if you read 3 pages a day, and a book is about 250 pages, you should be reading 12 professional development books a year. And he listed Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Compound Effect, the 10X Rule, Jab, Jab, Right Hook. And there was another book that he mentioned, and I didn't get the name of it, but the author was Eric Worre, Worre.
It's GoPro.
Nope.
Okay, and that's one of the things. He's like, you need to get on Amazon right now and order it. And I don't remember the...
It's really good, and I'm gonna just plug this book right now really quick. I'm like, everybody's got to read this one. Get Over Your Damn Self. It's specific also to network marketing, like GoPro is, but it's written by a woman who is $1 million earner within her first 3 years or something. It's good stuff.
Wow. And then, so for your midterm goals, you're looking at, like, how much do you want to be making a year? How much do you want to be making a month? how many people do you want to help, and really be specific with that. Like if your goal is to help 60 people this year, or over, I'm sorry, midterm, like over the next 3 years, or 100 people, write it down and be very, very specific about it. And then for long-term goals, like he said, really dial into your dreams. Like, do you want to be a world traveler? Do you want to live in some huge mansion? Do you want to drive a Tesla? Do you want to be debt-free? And so record all of those things too. And then down in the bottom 2 squares, hi, Lori.
Nope. Oh, wait a minute. It's on.
Okay. And then in the bottom 2, you're writing who's your target market and your strengths and your weaknesses. And that's where he tied in the book. I think he said it was GoPro. Like on a scale of 10 to 1, listing your strengths and your weaknesses. So I don't know. I liked that, the visual breakdown of it. And I feel like we do these things a lot. We talk about our why, and definitely our target market. But I don't know. I thought it was.
And aside from just getting clarity, what is the purpose? Like, do you post it somewhere so you're looking at it all the time, or how do you use this?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Like, and how often, or when do you?
So
I am I butting?
Yeah.
I'm currently doing NeuroGym brain training with John Asaraf, and we have to do our why. And you do look at it every single morning. You run your fingers over it. You read it. You just keep repeating it, and you keep revisiting it. And it does help. I've only been doing brain training since June, and it so helps. After the first week, it so helps because you're continually reminding yourself. So when the negatives come along, or when people come along that don't want to do this, or want to poo-poo it, that doesn't make one difference to me. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I can't do it. I just know why I'm doing it. And we've been brainwashed with a mindset of, well, in England, working 9 to 5. And if you work for local government, that's quite a good job, even though you're only earning £22,000 a year. That's quite a good job, and we should be brainwashed. And my question is, what if our mindset when we were young was to be a millionaire? Where would we all be now? If we had been given a different set of teachings, a different affirmation every morning, a different set of goals, rather than go to school, pass your exams, and get a good job. Hello. Yeah. So
I was asking if you lived in England.
Yes, I do live in England.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, so that to know your why is very, very good, because that's the driving force, and he is totally right. So no, it's very good.
I love it.
And he started this off by saying, don't make this as a PowerPoint. Don't type this up on your computer. Get a pen and a piece of paper and write it out for yourself. It just carries more meaning in your brain. He's like, there's research behind it, but you need to write it down. Like you need to use the pen. So that's cool. And thanks for sharing that, Karen. That's awesome. The next part of the video that I watched was, he called it Facebook landmines. And I'll share them all. Some of them really made sense to me, but others I was like, I don't know. So he said, do not mention the name of your company or mention the product name. And he said the reason why is because if you've got something that you want people to come to you and ask you about it, so kind of leave it a bit of a mystery. If you're saying something very specific, they're like, oh, well, I'll just Google it. And
yeah, Shalene Johnson brought that up at Summit. It's called.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Called curiosity marketing. Make them ask you questions. Make them,
Yep.
be curious about what you're doing so that you can start a conversation.
Totally. I wasn't sure how to take that at first because I was like, oh, and maybe it's because I do it. I don't know. And then he said, don't use a business page. Always use your own personal page, because we use stories. We sell stories, and it just makes a more personal connection. They said, don't send group messages, because when people see like they've been added to a group, they're like, I'm out. I don't want to be a part of this, versus when you're sending it privately. And then he said, don't post negativity. Don't swear a lot, because you will attract what you put out there. Don't air dirty laundry. Be yourself. And then he said, don't post a link to the product in your Facebook post, because Facebook doesn't like it, and it will hide it from the majority of the people. It'll hide it from their feed. And additionally, then the link is there and they can go and check it out and make their own decision without talking to you. So yeah, his name was Fraser Brooks, and it's a four video series. I only watched the first one.
And Ashley posted that somewhere?
She did. Mm-hmm.
I think I reposted it in Team Extreme too. There's a Facebook group, you guys, that I'm in that was started a few months ago, and it's based on Fraser and his teachings. So Ashley and then her success partners, Greg and Christine Plaskett, kind of joined forces and opened up this group. So it's, I forget, I think it's called Network Marketing Institute.
It's called, I was just looking.
Are you in it?
Yeah. It's called, yikes, where is it?
But it's really what we've been doing in there is
That's
Network
Marketing Institute.
is, going based on what Fraser teaches about kind of how to work Facebook, these things, the landmines that Erica just mentioned, like doing things like actually, like we've always been taught to add to your network. So you're always adding all these friends, right? He's like, if there's people that you don't communicate with and you don't know who they are, unfriend them. Like what you need to do is tighten up people that you do communicate with, because it actually like the way the algorithms work and all that, it increases your exposure. Because right now, like probably a lot, if you have like 2,000 friends and you're only communicating with 200, your message is not getting shown to all those people out there. So there's some really cool, like he's really smart with this stuff, and there's really cool tips and tricks and things. So if you guys, those of you that are into that kind of stuff, I like geek out on that stuff. So I love that group. And then we've also been really active in the, reaching out to people in the UK and stuff like that and developing relationships there. So Karen, you might want to be in that group.
Yeah,
And
I can add.
I think, is that the challenge one for the UK?
No.
Oh, you talk about the Network Marketing Institute.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've written it down.
Okay.
I don't miss a trick, not really. I've written it down. So I'll join when we finished, yeah.
I'll add you. I can just add you.
Okay, brilliant, lovely, yeah. I have been visiting all the groups and watching past team meetings, and I watched that one with the hour-long one with the diamond lady, the one who's a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Who's a what?
She's a school teacher. She does something with music in schools, her and her husband.
That was the Team Rockstar Fit.
yeah.
The monthly call from the other day. Yeah, great.
Yeah, so that's going to be a kind of blueprint for me, because she actually goes through her whole journey to kind of diamond. So she's got some very good tips in there. So I'm going through past recordings and listening to a lot of the team meetings to sort of catch up, which is good.
Awesome.
Nice. Totally off the track, but Karen, where do you live? I have friends that have lived here for about 10 years, and I'm going to see them today, and they're going to say, why didn't you ask where she lives?
I live in a small town in, if you can picture England, at the bottom of England, there's like a big bum.
Mm-hmm.
That's where, that's where I live. I live the big bum bit. So I live in, I live about 70 miles from London in a place called Ipswich.
Okay.
If you want to spell it, it's when we were children, we used to say, I put some water in Charlie's hat, and that's how you spell Ipswich.
Nice. It just, every time if I say, oh my gosh, we have someone on our team that's from the UK, they'll say, well, where's she from?
I know, yeah. I'm from Ipswich in Suffolk. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
I know, it's very welcome. So, no, it's a nice place. I was born and bred in Ipswich, but I do believe in my past life I was a proper Jamaican. So no, but I can't wait to get started. I've got a list of all these people I've got to contact. One of the things, and I do now, I'm not shy of talking to people, but because it is about their health and well-being, I just think, do you find that people are sort of like, they don't appreciate that you've asked them, as in, are you trying to tell them that they're not fit or they're too weighty? Do they take offense?
I don't think so.
Not really. I think it just depends on, their personality and how you approach them too.
Yeah.
But if you're if you're inviting them to a challenge group or inviting them to the business, and letting them know that you believe in this wholeheartedly, and it would be a shame for them not to join you, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to take. I think one of your one of the team meetings or one of the videos that I watched, somebody actually took some time off, and I've actually booked some time off just to have like 3 days of just doing phone calls and speaking to people. Well, grab an hour here, grab an hour there. But it is about reading through everything, because people keep asking me what's in the shake and how much does it cost and everything like that. So it's just so I'm a bit more fluent when I'm talking to people,
Right.
rather than saying all the time. So yeah.
I feel like with some of I have friends that I've known for years, like from high school or whatever. And I kind of reached out to them and I was like, when are you going to do this? It's time. You need to do it. And she was like, what are you trying to say? I'm like, I'm just saying I love it and I love the way I feel and I want you to feel that way too. And finally, I've been talking to her for 9 months. She texted me a picture yesterday of her and her 2-year-old doing yoga together. I was like, yay! You guys are doing it. So
I have joined the 14-day free trial. So when the 14 days is up, and I think I've asked this before, am I just going to buy the challenge pack and then I'll affiliate myself to Maria when the time comes? Is that what I'm doing?
No.
No.
So when the trial is up,
Yeah.
you won't be able to sign up to buy a challenge pack to become you'll buy a challenge pack and become a coach all in the same transaction.
Right.
And you can't do that till October, was it 19th?
19th. But if you want the Beachbody On Demand now, you can sign up for that part of it. You can't get the challenge pack because that's part that has Shakeology with it.
Oh,
but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they can sign up just for Beachbody On Demand. It won't be affiliated with you until the October date, but she can get it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So when the 14 days is up, I'll just pay the equivalent, but it's the $39 for the month or something. I don't even know what I'm paying for. Or do I pay I can't remember. So I'm just doing
the $99 for a year is probably what I'm gonna do. It's the best value.
Yeah, and then you'll just upgrade to become a coach. And at that time, you can buy your Shakeology or whatever.
So
Whenever
if I upgrade and get the Beachbody on Demand sort of now, in October, what am I doing? Am I buying a whole new challenge pack for $160?
No, I think at that time you're just going to sign up as a coach and buy Shakeology.
Because that's one of the questions that I've been asked. If somebody signs up, if somebody does the 14-day freebie and then wants to.
The thing is, I think that, sorry to interrupt you, but I think if you just sign up now, is she going to be assigned a coach?
Maybe. So there, I don't know. I mean, I think so. Anybody who already has Beachbody on Demand, when it launches, they'll be assigned to Team Beachbody. So I think that means that they'll be assigned a random coach, which what that means is just like now, if somebody else has a different coach.
Yeah, so you'll just email.
Request. Yeah.
So do you think it's best for me just to wait until, so after the 14 days, should I just say that?
Karen, it would be cleaner to do it all in October, but I don't want you to miss out on having access.
I won't miss out. You don't want me to miss out on what? Sorry?
Having access to Beachbody on Demand now.
That's fine, because I'm doing Insanity anyway, and I'm quite good at being able to do a script for continuing to work out, because I do that anyway. So it's only going to be a few days. I mean, it'd be good. Plus, I've got my partner could sign up for 14 days free. That would give me another 14 days. There's other ways around it. I'd rather do it the cleaner way and the most cost-effective way. But I'm just thinking about other people who want to. I'm just thinking of, because we talked about this.
Yeah, the most cost-effective way is going to be to do it all at one time, because otherwise you're going to be paying $99 and then $130 or whatever it is in pounds. I don't know how they're going to translate that, but.
Yeah.
And we don't have all the details too. I mean, they may do something like there's an upgrade package for those people who already have it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
They haven't given us those kind of details yet.
That's okay. No worries. Yeah.
But for your people that are asking, people that are interested in joining with you, I would encourage them to do kind of that same thing like what you're doing. Get the 14-day free trial so they can see how great it is, and then they're wanting it when it comes out.
Yeah, and it's made me see how, because I couldn't imagine really how good it was until I signed up. So I've read all there was to read, but it's not until you've signed up and you've seen, like, you've got your program materials and everything like that. You really have to sign up to see it. So I will be encouraging people just to sign up for the 14-day free trial and suck it and see. So yeah. So I'm kind of starting a mini challenge myself on the 18th.
Nice.
And
I saw that post you put out.
Yeah, and just telling people there's a couple of places, but encouraging people to, when they inbox me, I'll encourage them to do the 14 days freebie from that date. So yeah, so hopefully I'll have people doing that.
That's very cool. Has anybody seen anything about Clean Week?
Yeah.
Is it coming? What, do we have a date yet?
No, it just says something soon to be launched, but it hasn't.
It said September though.
They might. Yes, I was going to say maybe they'll say it on Super Saturday, but that might be kind of a late September.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one actually.
Yeah, cool.
I think it has a lot of potential, but they got to let us know. We got to be able to, have enough time to get people going. Lori, are you brushing your teeth?
He's brushing his teeth. At least he's brushing them.
Or is that Dad?
No, your dad's a
So speaking of Super Saturday, are we still doing one here, or do I need to buy a Orange County ticket?
I don't know. I asked Ashley that this morning, and she just wrote me back and said, call me. So I don't know.
Okay.
I wanted to know because me and Erica talked about teaching Core de Force at our Super Saturday, and I'm like, I haven't even looked at that since we got certified. So I'm not feeling prepared.
I think, is Autumn coming to Orange County one? I think it's autumn. Somebody's coming, one of the trainers. So, but I don't want to miss out and have it be sold out.
I'll find out and I'll post in our team.
Okay.
I couldn't see information about the certification. I couldn't see any information about how one becomes certified when I was scanning, navigating the web. Where do I find information about that?
I think it's, isn't it beachbodylive.com?
Beachbody Live. Yeah.
They might be waiting for
And
to have somebody over there teach it, because you actually go and it's like an 8-hour class, live class that you take.
The person who did our instruction, Kendra and I, she hasn't been doing any more core to force. She did Country Heat and PIO recently. She did those instructor courses, but
Yeah,
I don't know if you were asking specifically about core to force, Karen, but that's
if you
really
go to that website, you can choose the program, and then you can choose your area, and it'll bring up what classes are where and when, and how much it costs and all that stuff. And then you can sign up right through there, through the link.
Okay. Cool.
I actually, when before they even announced that we were going to the UK, but it was kind of a rumor, I went on Beachbody Live and went and started searching. You can search by a map. So I was just searching different areas to try to get, contact some of the instructors who are teaching Beachbody classes already to, make connections with them and see if they would want to be coaches also. So, that is potentially a good place to start. Get some of those, see if you can make friends with some of those instructors, Karen, and get them on your team, because all those instructors have classes full of people that then they can, that's a hot market for them. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. Excellent. And that's on Beachbody Live that I'll find that map.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Cool.
okay.
Right.
That's all I had.
7 minutes on your recording.
I know. I'm cheap.
That's okay.
Like we can have a 30-minute meeting, right?
Absolutely. I don't think I have anything, but it was good to see you guys.
You too. Thanks again for your patience this morning.
What's up, Maria?
I just was, announcing to the recording people that are watching, our challenge group starts on Monday. So if you're not in a challenge group, let us know. We can put you in there. Now, I wonder if can the UK, maybe not. They can't do the challenge tracker app. I already asked that. Okay.
I thought that we were so okay. So is there a challenge group for the UK people starting on Monday?
Yes. And
we have a Facebook group set up for that.
Right. So I think I'm joining that, and I saw the plan of the workout. Does that include a nutritional plan as well?
I generally default to the 21-day fix meal plan.
Okay.
I can put in, I have that kind of written up separately. I can put that in there too.
No, I've downloaded the vegan one.
Yeah. I was going to say, you can, through Beachbody On Demand, you can download any of the meal plans.
So I'll do the shopping for the meal plan. Yeah, it's fine. No worries. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Right.
All right.
Okay. See you later.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.